Hi, I'm Bricks and Pieces Animation, and I'll be discussing Brickfilm Day's first summer animation contest. Since February, we've hosted 3 community events and collaborations here on Brickfilm Day, but this summer, we'd like to try something slightly different. This August, we will be holding our first Brickfilming contest. However, what differentiates it from other summer animation contests is that it's just that, an animation contest, with emphasis on animation. Each entry will be judged on animation, and animation alone. Any narrative, notable cinematography, editing, sound design, voice acting or production design, whilst permitted, will be ignored by a judging panel. Think of it as a series of animation challenges and tests. The aim of this contest is to allow Brickfilmers to experiment with the animation style, and maybe even allow them to consider aspects and techniques to animation they didn't previously consider. As judges, we'll be looking beyond just smooth, wow-eased animation, and instead focus on the following key areas. More on them later. The contest will take the form of a knockout tournament composed of 2 groups, with contestants evenly distributed between the 2. Each group will be set a theme and given 6 days to animate a clip anywhere between 3 and 20 seconds long, based upon the theme question. The creators of the 5 best animated clips from each group, as decided by judges, will then progress into the final round, where they again be set a similar animation challenge to complete within 6 days. The 3 entries from the final we believe to be the best will be awarded 1st, 2nd and 3rd place. Each entry will be judged on the previously mentioned key areas: technique, character animation and creativity. First of all, being the most objective area of the 3, technique is what you expect any animation to be judged upon. This involves how well entries are eased in and out, timings, and how well other techniques are used, such as arcs, anticipation and rebound, secondary action, and squash and stretch, to achieve natural look and movement. Of course, as with any artistic roles and techniques, choosing when not to use these methods at appropriate places can also help sell your animation. For example, impacts from punches can feel much more weighted and realistic without the use of easing out, and relaxing the use of easing and arcs in movement, or even skipping the odd frame or jump cutting, can make an action, scene or character feel more frantic or angry. Also, spontaneous, sudden and unexpected action can also be a great way to achieve visual comedy, or make a scene more interesting to view. For this contest, entries will be judged on how our animation techniques are implemented to create natural looking, but not necessarily realistic, inventive and entertaining animation. If you're unsure on any mentioned techniques, I'd recommend looking at Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson's 12 Principles for Animation for more detail. Character animation is an aspect of animation that I feel is often neglected by many Brickfilmers, particularly by those less experienced, yet it is in my view the most important area to consider when animating. Who is your character? What mood are they in? How are they reacting to the given situation? Watching animated films which lack this thought process behind them can be like watching a well-crafted live-action movie with poorly acted leads. Everything appears great on the technical level, but if the performances fall flat, it can be difficult to invest in the narrative and characters. Despite this not being a contest judged on storytelling in the traditional narrative sense, we'll be looking for how our emotions and character are conveyed in animation, and how well they translate to the screen. Lastly, we're also encouraging creativity with each animation challenge. Try thinking outside the box and how you can transform a simple animation test into an entertaining video. Exaggerated, cartoon-like animation or visual effects animation in camera can be good ways to achieve this. And, as previously mentioned, also think about how you can blend established animation rules and techniques in an effective manner. Most importantly, try to have fun and experiment with new animation styles. Don't take this contest too seriously. Our judging panel will compose of myself, former Bricks in Motion admin Sean Willis, also known as Silly Panther, and Chris of Egg Yolk 2002. The theme for the first group of contestants will be published on the Brickfilm Day YouTube channel, Twitter and Instagram accounts at 12 noon BST on Friday 3rd of August, with the deadline for entries received being 12 noon BST on Thursday 9th of August. The theme for the second group will then be announced on the same platforms and last the same amount of time between Friday 10th of August and Thursday 16th of August. The top 5 entries from each group will be announced on Sunday 19th, with the final beginning at noon BST on Friday 24th of August and ending on Thursday 30th of August. The winners will be announced in September in a video where our judging panel will discuss the strengths of each finalist's entries, whilst also offering advice on how to better them. If you wish to participate, please ensure you are able to enter at least one of the group stage rounds, as well as the final. Thanks to our sponsors Firestar Toys, the winner of the contest will win a £25 voucher at their online Lego parts store, with the 2 runners up each receiving £10 vouchers. 1. All entries must be 100% stop motion animated, primarily with Lego figures and bricks. Whilst you are permitted to use some non-Lego elements, such as cross a wall for smoke for example, all entries must be at least 75% animated with Lego pieces and elements, or similar construction toys. Use of CGI, 2D or other animation techniques are forbidden. 2. Each entry must be composed of between 3 and 20 seconds worth of animation. Multiple takes in the same video are allowed, however, only one video can be submitted per round. 3. Each entry must be animated within the time frame of the contest round. 4. Please refrain from including overly mature content, such as gory violence or sexual content. 5. Entries may not be published until the round deadline has passed. 6. Each entry must contain the contest logo and Firestar Toys logo for at least 2 seconds. We will send you HD copies of these logos once we confirm your participation. 7. The judging panel's decisions are final, and they reserve the right to disqualify any contestants known to be breaching these rules. If you wish to take part in this contest, simply send us an email to brickfilmday@gmail.com saying you'd like to enter, and if you're available to participate in only one of the 2 groups, please let us know which week you can't do. Please, if possible, attach examples of demo reels or test footage you've done in the past. If we have a large amount of people wishing to take part, due to the tournament-like nature of the contest, we may not be able to accommodate everybody. We will, however, try to allow as many people to take part as manageable. Please could we ask all who wish to enter to do this before 12 noon British Summer Time on Monday 30th of July. Any applicants made after this time will not be accepted into the contest. Once we've confirmed your participation and which group you'll be taking part in, you will be expected to be able to enter both rounds, the group stages and the final. To submit your entry, please email us a link of your entry as an unlisted YouTube video before the round deadline. Please also either include your full name in the email body or the name of your YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope you consider applying to enter. Don't hesitate to ask us any questions regarding the contest, either in the comments below or by contacting me on Twitter or Instagram as @BP_animation.